Welcome everyone. My name is Deborah Roberts and I will be your professor for the spring semester 2015. Welcome to Introduction to Business. This class usually starts on the 20th, but I think you may be able to get access a day or two earlier. I'm just going to send this welcome video just to get you started and give you a very brief peek at the course and how to find information that you'll need. You'll see right here in front of us is going to be the main screen, so when you click onto the classroom, this is what you'll probably see. The course has several modules that we'll be going through. But before we get to the modules, let's take a look at the organization and how it's set up. You'll see the content, you'll see resources here. You'll see communications, which includes the list of individual, the chat mode, the discussions, and area here where you'll see the Dropbox, grades, quizzes, rubrics, etc. When you see yours, you won't see the edit course. I will try to change my role, but I don't know if I want to do that simply because I want you to see everything in this tutorial, at least the whole setup, and some things are date driven. But when you get to the class, you will be allowed to see various modules at once, depending on what we're working on. So you'll probably see the About Course and Module 1 showing up on your screen initially. And as we proceed through the course, each module will open up. Within these modules are areas where I think will intuitively guide you through what needs to be done week by week. There is a syllabus for this course, which you will see in the About the Course area. You will also see the instructions on how to access Connect, which is a very critical part of this course. What you will need to know also is this course, and I'm going to try to flip over to the course on Connect. This is our course within Connect. I sent to everyone in the classroom a copy of the course web address where you will link and you will, I would say, enroll into this class. When you purchase the book, the Connect is a part of that purchase. So it's important that you activate or register your Connect code, and then using my link, enroll in my class. By all means, give me a call if you have any questions. I've used Connect before, and you shouldn't have any problems if you purchase the book. Here are all of the assignments that you will be working on throughout the course. Each section, each chapter is going to be noted here, and within the chapter, you'll see various assignments. For example, you'll see a Learning Smart assignment, which guides you through the course of the chapter. It helps you read with power. There are some video cases that I think are important for you to read, but they also are graded. The homework is also there, and the quiz is there. The homework and the video cases are brief. They're probably 2 to 3 questions each, maybe, if that much. And they are about your analysis and how you are going to be looking at each case and evaluate based on what we've learned in that chapter. This chapter in Desire to Learn is modules. So certain modules will include certain chapters. And I am not going through the chapters in sequential order per se. I'm going to group them based on subject. So you'll see some chapters being skipped. And it's not that we're not going to go over them. It's rather I'm going to have them at a different time throughout the course. But you'll see that when in Desire to Learn. So these are the assignments that you'll be doing in the classroom. It's probably 90% of your work. And so it is imperative that you have access to the Connect. And each chapter is laid out this way. Okay, I'm going to go back to our classroom. And back to the classroom. This is where you'll be checking your grades. Obviously, you'll be discussing the course with your peers, the questions and the assignments that I give you online that require you to be engaged with others. So I'm going to go back to the content. I want to look at this from a very wide view. And here you'll see each one of the modules. You may not be able to access them depending on the date, but it gives you the objectives, what we're going to be covering, some things that we're going to be learning. You're going to also see some of the things here. I have created, this here is a video lecture that's really, really short, and it gives you some really high point areas that I think are important. I have created narrated PowerPoints, which I think are important for you going through the chapter. It highlights some of the key concepts that I think you really, really need to stress and make sure you read. I have also provided in each module, in each chapter, a PowerPoint file that you can download to follow along. And with each chapter, you will see a discussion topic, which you will answer and reply to your classmates. The modules and the chapters are pretty consistent. Again, they'll always have your video lecture. I'll have a copy of the PowerPoint presentation that you can obviously download and print if you like. And you will also have a narrated PowerPoint and a discussion that relates to each one of these chapters. Okay, so that being said, let's make sure we get this. One thing you do need to know is the course requires you to have a book. And here's a copy of the syllabus. This is the copy that you can download. This is a copy that you can view online. Our first week, we're not going to be doing any discussion topics, really. We really want you to get used to the format, to navigate through, to introduce yourself to the class, talk about your major, what online courses you've taken so far, what your goals are, and any information that you want to share with the class. So it's not going to be a formal discussion. It's more as an icebreaker, just to get to know each other. So that's going to be important as well. Your syllabus is here, and it is basic information about the course, how you'll be graded. And again, we have all these assignments, and I try to do them by week to make it a little bit easier for you. It gives you also the details of how you'll be graded in the class, as well as all the details of what we expect you to learn and all the other activities. So you can always look at that. Let me know if you see anything that looks a little strange. I will most certainly answer your questions and make any changes. Since it's an online class and not subject to weather conditions, if you have issues with your online access, any problems whatsoever, or if there's a system-wide issue, I will most certainly adjust due dates accordingly to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to get online and do their work. The due dates are pretty fixed, but I realize that things happen and people can't always get things done on time because of some unforeseen emergency. In cases like that, it is so important that you talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what happened, and I will make certain I accommodate that, because I do know that life happens, and we have to consider life when we're dealing with school and be flexible as possible. So the most important thing for all of us to know here is we're here to be as helpful to you in your learning process. And if there's anything that we can do, anything I can do to help you, please utilize that email capability, and I will call you back or email you and help you as soon as I possibly can. Okay, so I'm at the finishing touches of the class. I'm changing dates to make certain that you can access information. I'm updating to make sure that the syllabus is clear. But the modules are 6 modules, and each module has several chapters that it covers. And these modules will be viewed by you and seen by you based on the date we are in the course. There will be quizzes, and I'm going to go through the assessment section so you can take a look at what we have here. There are going to be quizzes that will be mostly on the Connect. There will be homework assignments which will be mostly on Connect, but you will have also modular examinations, which are 2 of them. And I believe your final will also be within Desire to Learn. Most of your homework and your assignments that you'll be graded on will be within the Connect, which you see right here. And they are based on, again, doing the Learning Smart, which you'll be graded for, the video cases and the homework, and the quizzes. Now, the homework and the quizzes generally take a multiple choice orientation, and in some cases it takes a matching, because we want to learn these concepts, learn how to use them and how to apply them. So you'll see a combination of things here, but the homework is not overwhelming, maybe 2 or 3 questions. The video case may be 1, maybe 2, depending on what chapter and how much information that we want to get you to grasp. All in all, most of your work will be done on Connect. However, you will have 2 exams that will be provided, and they will cover 3 modules, which could very well be maybe 5 or 6 chapters. And we will go through a review, and I'll post that review at some point as we proceed through the course. What's most important, I would say, students, is getting information that you need quickly as possible, resolving issues and problems that you may have, and accessing your homework. Wow, don't know why that happened. Let me go back and see what we can do. It looks kind of strange here. We would have an issue like that. Okay. Here is again, this is going to be the top view, and it's mostly from my perspective, because I don't think you'll be able to see all the modules, all the details in each one of the modules, but you'll see that there are several modules that you'll be covering in this course. The syllabus is clear. I will definitely make certain that you look at that first My hope is that you purchase the book, and the book information, I'm going to click onto that because I think it's important for you to see that. This is the book information. This is the book that we're going to be using. It's going to be, it's copyrighted on 2015. It's the 4th edition. I want you to have either the ebook or the paperback. It matters not to me. I really don't care. The main thing I want you to have is the access to the ebook, because the Connect, which is going to be here, you're going to need to have access to the Connect. So you'll have to register your Connect when you purchase the book. Whether it's an ebook or not, it just doesn't matter. So I'm open to that. I think the price is the same, so it's not really an additional cost that you'll have to bear. But all in all, this is the book that we'll be using. There will be discussion topics every week, with I think a couple exceptions. When we're doing an exam, we will not have a discussion that week. All the discussions are graded. My hope is that you are able to respond to your class. You are to post an initial response on Thursday of every week. And when you also post on a response to your classmates, hopefully you'll do 2 for full credit, and you will do that by the end of the lesson, which is going to be on a Saturday. Our week will always begin on a Sunday, with the exception of the first week, which is why there aren't any graded discussion topics this week. So we'll start on a Sunday and we'll end on a Saturday. Everything is due on Saturday, 11:59 p.m. Your initial post should be posted on Thursday by 11:59, and you should respond to at least 2 of your classmates. It's not too hard. We're going to be analyzing different cases and looking at different avenues of how to better understand business. And we'll talk about so many different subject areas. So the possibilities are endless. And I think we are going to have a great time with our conversation, because business is so broad and so many things you can learn. Every week I will try to address the class in the news area, and it's important to always look at the news area. You're going to always see something here reminding you, oh, this week we have a test due, or we have an abstract that's due, or your project is due. Whatever it is, when you first log in, please pay attention to the news area. The content browser obviously is going to be open to the module that we'll be covering for the period. Updates, some of those updates are going to be from me alerting you of a quiz that's due or some assignment that's due, and you will see some of the assignments here. Again, this is not too difficult of setup. I think it's pretty intuitive, but utilize your email capabilities. I think the best way to communicate is within the classroom, but I do receive emails from the Hawk email, or the dlrobert@hack.edu. But to keep the flow and the continuity of my responses, it is better for you to email me inside the classroom. But I will always answer any email that's coming to me, whether it be from your email application or from the classroom. It's just more efficient that way, particularly when we're trying to resolve issues. This is me here, and this is your assessments. You are going to be assessed based on a number of things. And let's look. I'm going to show you grades, because there are no grades for anybody, quite frankly. But your grades are going to be your discussion topics. It's going to be your examinations and your homework. Now, what we want to make sure that we talk about here is that we are here to help you grow and to learn. And it is my responsibility to ensure that the environment here is conducive for learning. So let me know if anything I can do to better help you navigate the classroom, and also to help you understand an item or issue that you are having questions. Connect is the other part of this class, and it is very, very easy. I've used Connect before, and I've not had any problems. But if you have any problems at all, please let me know, and I will work with you, and we will talk with someone from the I guess, technical support if we can't resolve the issue together, you and I. I just want to say thank you for signing up for the class, and if there's anything I can do, please let me know. And I will be definitely looking forward to seeing you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.